The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
I'm a big fish in a small pond. Got my days free and the nights long. I create my own reality. Who I am is fine with me. As famous as I wanna be. Who I am is fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am. Who I am is fine with me.
Hi, everybody. It's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? Oh, we got so many gadgets going here. What I want to tell you guys is the show is going live from the What's the Story with Maria page. And you can watch it on my regular personal page. You can watch it on What's the Story with Maria page. But I want to make sure I know that you're commenting. So what I have on my phone now is the What's the Story with Maria page. So I can see that Catherine Salvio is watching and she says, hello. Hi, Catherine Salvio. John Pandish has come on. Let me see with the What's the Story with Maria page. So we have a lot of different things going on now. I want to remind you guys, Belle Parker. Belle, I got to tell you, Belle Parker is my friend in Wisconsin, and she has a beautiful daughter named Sadie, and they created Sadie's Sundries. So this week I got a package from Sadie and Belle, and they sent me these beautiful like body butters and soaps. We're going to have Belle come on the show soon, okay? What do you think of that, Belle? Really nice stuff, like a wake-up bar, really, really cool things. So a lot of people, and Belle is an amazing singer, and she's a gymnast, and she does a lot of different things, and she's a teacher, and now she has a baby, and she's working from home as well. So she's making these beautiful soaps, and I love it. Ed Kutu from Blade Salon in Rocky Hill, Connecticut, has joined us. And so you see, I have to look at my phone now to see my page because I don't want to miss a thing. And I feel really bad that I've missed you. My cousin Rena Cugnali-Berge has joined us. Hi, Rena. So if you want to get your hair did and you're out in Connecticut, Rocky Hill, Connecticut, go see Eddie. Eddie has such an amazing Instagram page. It's Blade Salon. Just gorgeous work they do. Speaking of Instagram, I want to tell you guys, please, please, please go and follow us, What's the Story with Maria on Instagram, because we post a lot of cool stuff there and a lot of our the food that I make for the show and people that buy our stuff, and a lot of our beautiful, beautiful followers come on there. So please go and like our Instagram page, follow us on Instagram. And I got to tell you, Leo, come on and join me for a second here because this is super important. Leo Rivera.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Leo. Now I can't see you in the dark.
Oh, am I?
All right. Well, he'll pop right back on.
I'm right here.
Okay, I don't see you on this end, though. It's in the dark for some reason.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know why that is, but hopefully we can fix that. It's just like a black screen. But maybe pop yourself out and pop back in. Sometimes you got to reboot the system. So Leo works diligently, and he not yet, Leo. I don't see you yet. I don't know why that.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
That's no problem. But so Leo created this our wonderful YouTube channel, and you can also watch us live on YouTube as the show is going. And a lot of people do. Oh, there you are. A lot of people do that as well. And Leo has taken the time to upload every single. This is episode 184, I believe.
Yeah.
Leo has taken the time to upload every single episode on YouTube. So if you want to go back and watch any of the episodes, go to there it is. Oh my God. Go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and then you can watch us, at your leisure when you feel like it. Maybe there's an old episode that you were on yourself or a friend was on and you missed it, or you want to go back and rewatch it, or you want to just compare different years and what we were doing and how we were doing it, because the StreamYard is our new platform, of course, and we love it. Thanks, Leo. Great idea. And we're loving that. But there were, before pre-COVID, you know, we had people in the studio, which was amazing. So those were really cool episodes. And then when COVID hit, we hadn't done the StreamYard yet, but people were calling in. So that was, you know, we just, you know, go with the flow around here. So let me just keep checking who's checking in. Jay Rivera. Yeah, everybody's coming in on the
other line. Yeah. I wish we could, unfortunately, it doesn't let us comment there. So we can see your comments on this, on the What's the Story with Maria channel, but we can't see it on the personal page. It's not part of the program. So, and
you know what? It's okay. We're rolling with it. So Frank Zahn has joined us. We love Frank Zahn. Rena Crignali says, we can see you now. Yes, Leo popped out he vanished like something out of Harry Potter. Ooh. You know, in Harry Potter, they just vanish, but they're still there, and then they come back. By the way, Jay Rivera has joined us. Rena Crignali Berge, my friend Jean E. Craigie from Stoneham, my hometown. Speaking of Harry Potter, I heard a rumor that from my cousin Gia Raskowski that the Harry Potter. Oh my God, there's Judy. Hi, honey. Judy has popped onto our What's the Story with Maria page. Hi, honey. Kate Greer is watching. I heard a rumor that the Harry Potter store is opening in New York City. I'm going to say Times Square. How cool is that going to be? Judy and I went to Universal Studios last year, I think, and went to all the Harry Potter theme park stuff. It was so much fun. But you know what did us in? We rode so many rides. Hi, Poopa. We rode so many rides. And you know what did us in? Where we had to just stop and go home was the stupid Simpsons ride. Poopa, do you remember that? We were so nauseous after this because it's like, you know, it shakes your thing, but it's, I don't know, what do they call that? Not simulated. So it's simulated, and it's like literally makes you nauseous. The damn Simpsons ride is what killed us. So I do not recommend the Simpsons ride. Dominic Poopa is watching on our page. Hi, Dominic. We want to make sure you're okay. I know Dominic had a little surgery, but he is still wearing caftan.
Oh, yeah, apparently. Oh, my God. He fell down the stairs.
Well, listen, as long as it was done in old movie star fashion.
Oh, right.
Where he swooned, he held on to the banister, and then, you know, it's like a spiral thing. So that's how I imagine Dominic falling. But I think what happened was he was lifting a television. Too butch for him. Never again. He says he's watching with his mom, Barbara Poopa, who we love. Hi, Barbara Poopa. She's really the famous one. Dominic is kind of like a co-star.
I have a question. Has Ken Patton signed in yet?
He has not signed in. Joe Wyatt is signed in. I'm wearing a caftan, yes, and I'm nude underneath. Oh my God. You know, it was a sheer. I don't want to know these things. Dominic, no.
I call Dominic Mother Poopa. Mother Poopa, that's enough, Mother Poopa.
That's enough. Now, listen, last week we had Ken Patton on our show. Again, he's been on our show a few times. He's making jams, beautiful jams. They're off the hook. Leo, do you have your jam?
My jam is in the refrigerator because if I put it next to me, then I won't have the jam.
So he named in his friendship series, he has a Maria jam now, and you got to go to kensperfectjams.com. You can't believe these delicious things he's making, and he named one after me, and I'm beside myself.
Maria, do you remember the unveiling? Should we show everybody?
If you want to show it, yes, and show the unveiling last week. Go for it. But I got to tell you, so my friend Ken Patton, who I know is a musical director, but he has been creating these amazing jams and jellies and preserves, and
so good.
Yeah, he sent me a box this week, which we are going to open up, see what Kenny made. Kenny, do you want to talk about what's in this box?
I sent Leo one too.
I know. So what's in this box? It says Maria's Jam. Can you see that?
I can't see it. Can you pass it over, Maria?
Sure. Hold on, Leo. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So Maria's Jam. Kenny, can you tell me how you created this? Because I am beside myself. I'm going to open it up.
Yeah.
Because, hey, that's my jam.
That's your jam.
That was so fun. Thank you, Leo, for showing that.
That's
so
so
that was
good.
Ken's
It was so good
Ken's
as well.
friend, and he makes these amazing. He's got so many flavors, but that's just one of them. Okay, do we have our first guest in the wings?
Oh yes.
Okay, so I am so excited because he's a great, great, great friend of mine. He used to live in New York, and now he's in LA, and he's our friend, but he's a big deal.
Oh, he was just here. He is. There he is.
There he is.
Yes,
Oh my God.
Hey.
Handsome as all get out.
Oh, thank you. Hi, good to see you guys.
How do you get better looking as time goes on?
It's lighting.
And maybe it is. I don't know. Whatever.
And I'm black.
You know what? That's it. It's the black thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
listen, it is Black History Month, so thank you for showing up.
Being black.
Black on Black History Month.
Yes.
Now, listen, I've been missing you anyway, so I want to have you on. But you know what I realized that today, I mean, I just randomly picked this day. I'm like, Michael should come on. Today is Mardi Gras, right?
Yes.
It's Mardi Gras, and which brings me back to your amazing animated Disney movie, which you played Louis the Alligator.
Yes, Louis.
Takes place in New Orleans.
Yes, it does. Yeah. What a great thing, and it still even resonates today. I still have people contacting me about Louis the Alligator.
He's
I can't wait.
beautiful.
Yeah, I can't wait for the theme parks to open back up again because he walks around the theme park.
Oh, he does?
And it's kind of very surreal to go and see Louis. It's a very out-of-body experience.
He must be really tall too, right?
He is tall. He's pretty big. I'll see if I can find a picture. But when we see each other, it's so funny because I get excited to see him, and the person inside of Louis gets excited to see me. So it's a kind of a moment always.
Well, I remember that at one time you had it on your phone that these kids that work at Disney, these young guys, were so excited that you called in, right?
Yes, that's right.
They were like, ah!
Yeah, they were freaking out. Someone asked me to call in to one of the shows they were doing. Oh, and it went kind of viral a bit. One of the guys inside the Louis costume backstage was seeing my video.
That. I know.
Yes.
So cute. Well, I still I love a lot of Disney, but I got to tell you, I could watch The Princess and the Frog over and over again. It's so beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. I don't know how many times I've seen it. I haven't seen it in a while. But
there's still a big deal, right? I mean, it's
I was at. They showed it at the Academy, the home of the Oscars, on its 10-year anniversary. So we had a panel with Anika and Jennifer Lewis, and they showed the film.
Has it already been 10 years, Michael?
It has been, yeah.
Holy moly!
I think more.
I got to tell you, I'm doing two different things here because this is going on our What's the Story with Maria page, and this is going on my Facebook page. So Jesse Campbell says, "Hey, everybody." Christina,
I love you too, Jay Rivera.
I know Jay, isn't he cute?
Jay.
Jerry Mastrolia. Oh my God. Okay, so Jerry Mastrolia just said, "I'm blind, bitch." So, okay.
Yeah.
Well, so you've played Louis not just once in one thing. You've played two different Louises, haven't you?
Yes. Louis the Alligator and Louis, everyone's favorite blind diabetic drag queen in the Netflix series AJ and the Queen with RuPaul.
Oh my God, Michael! Even you saying that, I want to just pee my pants laughing. That was some of the best TV I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was a really great show. And I had a lot of fun. It was very hard. It was a lot of work.
Now you still have,
not easy.
But you must still have so many fans, right?
I do. I mean, I had before maybe 3,000 or 4,000.
Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is.
Oh my gosh.
She's so pretty. And what was her name, Michael?
That was Cocoa Butter.
Cocoa
that shot
Butter
is in the series finale when I sing the song Unspeakable Joy. And my eyes.
The eyes. Michael.
The eyes. It's crazy.
It's
love so funny.
You were creating the costumes when you were just finding things with the rhinestones and I'm like, and the woman, there were so many funny episodes.
Yeah, there was. It was all. Yeah, the big one when I'm trying to FaceTime with RuPaul, and I keep and Ru is like, "That's your ear. Move it to the left."
Hysterical.
And it's funny, that picture reminds me. There was an article. I am not blind, as you know, but a lot of people thought I was blind.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that was a big thing. My Instagram went from 2,000 or 3,000 to 60,000. I think 50.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and but it's great. It's all a lot of love. And there was an article that said, "Is Michael Leon Wooley really blind?" And they found a picture of me and Ross Matthews on the red carpet, and I was looking off to the side on one of these shots, and they used that shot in the article that made me look super blind.
No.
Yes.
That's hysterical.
But I am not blind, and it's so funny. We wear masks now, but
so you gotta say, "I'm not blind, bitch."
Yes, I say that a lot.
Yeah,
I'm blind, bitch. Yes.
Seriously, hysterical. It's and it was such a good show, and I was so sad that I don't know. Who knows what makes things get what do they call that? Re-signed or
renewed. What did they call it? Yeah.
But have you heard anything else about them maybe having some kind of a spin-off or anything?
No, not yet. I think
I feel like
for
there was
now,
so much
we're
good
done.
stuff.
Yeah, there was I know they had an outline for the show for 5 years and where it was going to go. Michael Patrick King and RuPaul, but so a little disappointed in Netflix, but we're proud of it. It was a lot of hard work. And it was a full 10 episodes.
You should be so proud of it, Michael. I mean, it was so funny. So if most people have Netflix. If you have Netflix, you want to go and binge watch AJ and the Queen. And the first episode, give it because it took me about an episode and a half or two to click on. But once Michael comes on and he plays Lewis, Cocoa Butter.
Cocoa Butter, yes. I come in about, it's an hour long. I come in about 30 minutes into the first episode and just the craziness goes from there.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good. So, Michael, you're still doing a ton of voiceover work, I'm sure, right?
Yes, I am still doing my voiceover work. I'm been blessed and grateful that I'm able to do that work during this crazy time. It's the one thing I've been able to keep doing and keep the lights on and do my work.
Yeah.
TV and film is slowly coming back, so that's good.
All right, so Dominic Pupa says I have to look at my phone because I have two different things happening. Dominic Pupa says the day he wore heels, the day he wore his first wore heels, first wore lashes. It was hilarious and wonderful. So everybody is. And our friend Rebecca says a must watch. She is my friend up the street. She's in. So we have Christopher Crosby's watching. So many people.
I was horrible in walking in heels, and I had two people that helped me. RuPaul and Jennifer Lewis helped me able to get my walk down. It was so funny. I was walking the halls at the studio at Warner Brothers, just stumbling along in heels, and Ru comes out, and Ru comes out and just starts yelling at me like it's drag race. Use your throw that butt around, and the heels are just a suggestion. The heels are just a suggestion, and I kind of got better and better as I was doing it, and then Ru goes, "This house is clean," and
now, Michael, seriously, you're a big guy. You're 6'7",
6'4", 6'7" in heels and hair, 6'7".
Right. Okay. So, but that's how tall you were. 6'7".
Ru and I are the same height. Yeah, we're the same. We're both around 7 feet tall in the heels and the hair.
Oh my God! Now, where did you find shoes? Where did you find shoes that fit you, Michael? What size shoe are you?
16. Yeah, they had a problem. It's crazy. They had a problem finding shoes, and we asked Rue, "Where can I get shoes?" And Rue's like, "Go to this place on Sunset Boulevard." And I went in and I was like, "Do you have any size 16 heels?" And the woman said, "What color?"
Oh my God! So you weren't the first person to ask.
Yeah, apparently it's a
I have a
thing.
Mm-hmm. Who's joining us? Leo's joining. Leo, for some reason your screen is not.
Oh, really? I don't know why. I'm too ugly tonight.
It's so weird. I don't know why that's happening. Maybe, but anyway, so.
I have a question. I wanted to know what Jennifer Lewis was like teaching you how to. I can only imagine her mouth.
She was great, and she's a friend. She was on she was in The Princess and the Frog. She plays Mama Odie. And I was over. I went over our house one day, and I brought my heels with me, and we were just chatting, catching up, and said, "Before I leave, can you help me with these shoes?" And I put them on, and the biggest thing that she helped me with, she's like, "You have to hear the music." Boom, ba boom, boom, gaga boom, gaga boom, gaga boom, as you're walking. And that kind of sealed the deal. Making music with your hips as you walk.
Wow. Kind of like Shakira. Shakira's she made a name for herself from her hips.
Yes, exactly. But I think Jennifer Lewis could teach anyone anything.
And you know what's so funny, Michael? I've known you at least 25 years, right?
At least, yeah.
And I never would put you in that category.
Like for the
drag. Yeah.
I know. And it's so funny. And Michael Patrick King, he said he wrote that role for me. I was like, really? You're writing this role for this, big diabetic drag queen. And you went, Michael Leon Wooley. But yeah, it was a lot of work working on the blind. And I did a lot of research at drag clubs. It was so funny that they now realize who I am now that the show is out. But before they were like, "Who is that big black guy who's like watching us intently, perform?"
Well, you know what? And then they knew, and but also what I liked about the show was it went across the country, and it represented a lot of different entertainers, and I love that. Like our friend Mario played one of them. Mario Home. How funny was that?
That was great.
He never did drag either.
Yeah.
Kathy Boyd is watching. I'm just checking on our friends. Michael Polisi is watching.
Michael Polisi.
We love Michael Polisi.
Yes.
Patricia Kilty's watching from Stone. Michael Polisi, I miss you so much. We got to get together.
Me
Janet
too.
Is it next time you come to visit, Michael? I know it's COVID, so nobody's traveling, but once this ridiculousness is over, we got to get together.
Vaccine shots. I'll be there. Let me get a couple of vaccine shots, and I will come. I miss it.
How's California doing with that stuff? How's the vaccine rolling?
We are getting. The vaccine is slow, like everywhere. But the biggest thing is we got over that big hump of that, huge rise in new cases.
Yes, you did. You did get over that.
Yeah, it was. It's crazy now. It's like we were at, I think, like 13,000 new cases a day, and
mackerel.
Yeah, and now this is just in Los Angeles,
really,
in the city, and
Michael,
now it's at.
What do you think it is? What do you think it is?
I don't know. It's a crazy time.
It is. But I know places are opening back up again because our friend Darcy Blakesley is back at work. I know
Darcy, yeah. I went in a restaurant today. It was an outdoor place, and I was by myself and do some writing. But it's nice to finally get out and.
But Darcy's back to work, so she's right around the corner from you, I think.
Where is she working? Tell me, I'll go.
Cas de Sol. CA.
Oh my gosh!
Yes,
it's very nearby me. I didn't know she worked there.
I know it's in Toluca Lake.
It's an amazing place.
Yeah, we went there. Me, you, and Susie.
That's right. Yes.
October of 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, for your movie.
For our movie, for our film festival. That was so fun, and you were so sweet to us, Michael. I stayed with Michael in his beautiful apartment, and you were just like amazing. Michael got us a big car, big black car, and It was amazing. It was this big car, and you loaded all of us in, and we went to the. I mean, it was a big deal.
Well, come on. It was a premiere. You had to do the whole tree
I know, but it was so sweet. You were so sweet. We had so much fun. So many of our great friends were there. So what's happening with LA and auditioning? Are you guys are there auditions? Because I see things are happening.
Yeah, things have started again. I mean, there is productions going on. I just got a couple auditions today, which is good. But yeah, it was slow going, months without anything happening.
I know. Everything's remote though, right? Andy Prasky's joined us. You know Andy Prasky.
Andy, hello.
We love Andy. Jennifer Pace has joined us. Elaine Feliciano is watching. So many of our great friends.
Jennifer, I see you singing on Facebook all the time.
Jennifer Pace listen, she is not
always singing. Yeah, she hasn't. I stopped singing. You saw my post, Maria, when I talked about I went to go sing a high note and I thought I had a brain aneurysm.
Michael, you don't know how that was. Because we were talking about that at Brandy's one night. Because I worked there usually a few times a month. I'll fill in for other people. I'm working there this Saturday. But we were laughing about that post because every singer feels like that.
Yeah.
We used to sing like 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week. And now we're like, we sing every 2 months. You're like,
I went to go. Go ahead.
No, I thought that John Bronson had changed the key. I'm like, come on, that's not my key. He's like, it is your key. I'm like, I can't get any of those notes.
I went to go sing a song, and halfway through, I just wanted to take a nap. Right in the middle. Nah! Oh my gosh, I need to lie down. Just like nowhere near the end.
True.
And then I sing one song, and then 30 minutes, like, what's wrong with my throat?
It's crazy because we got spoiled, and you know what else? John Bronson said to me, well, you're someone that's always talking. And now that you're home most of the time, you're not even talking that much. And he's right. Because when you're a bartender, all you do is talk all night. So, and then and we're working all the time. But when we're not working, we're not talking.
Yeah, I wonder when Broadway opens back up and Alphaba goes to hit that Defying Gravity.
I'm telling you. It's crazy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But, I think we're closer to the end than not. So
yes,
that's
I do.
Good. My heart goes out to Broadway and the whole theater community. It's really, not just the actors, but the musicians and the wardrobe and
the
restaurants.
People, the
everyone, the crew.
And the restaurants. I mean, I literally heard on television today that something like 60%, like a high number, 60-something% of restaurants have not been able to pay their rent in the last few months.
Yeah.
How are they going to? I don't understand.
Nice.
But we are opening back up at 25% and hopefully 50 soon. And as a lot of people got their vaccines already. And I'm getting closer to getting an appointment. So we're all getting in there.
What about the duplex? Are they open at all?
They're not open right now. They were open through the summer because they had outdoor, and they did really
Oh, that's right.
They really, really managed to, because they opened the streets. They managed to really make it work. And then they closed for the winter because how can they sustain? I mean, how can you can't be outside? It's freezing.
Yeah. And then the Christmas trees are in the way.
Hold on one second. Hey, Jimmy, we've been rolling, but we're going to keep. Okay, so Jim's got us on Armed Radio, armeddigitalmedia.com, armedradioglobal.com. Tonight's guests are Michael Leon Wooley and Melissa Driscoll. So that's where we're at right now. We want to thank Jim Bell. He's our producer and engineer. He's in New Hampshire. Hello, Jimmy. So Michael, yes. So the restaurants were closed, and they're going to the duplex. Hopefully, is going to reopen in March or April. So that's
great.
Yes,
great. That's good to hear.
Yeah, it's very good.
But the most important question, though, Maria, how can I get some of this sauce? Now, what if I give you a FedEx number? Is there where you can send me some?
Here's the problem, that it has to be served like I cook it, and then I have to bring the temperature down. Then I have to refrigerate it. So how can I get it to you refrigerated? Because it's got no preservatives, so it's not in a jar. It's like it's like takeout. How do I get takeout to you? We could get some dry ice, I suppose, like they do with Goldbelly. You know, Michael, I did some sauce and meatballs in a half a second.
Yeah, well, let me get on that. Let me see what I can do.
Let's see.
Listen.
Michael, I've done the labels and I still haven't gotten any sauce.
Well, I'm going to try to find a way to get some of, maybe you can put it in some of that vaccine that needs to be really cold and then send it to Los Angeles.
That's a great idea. Send it with the vaccines.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that, Michael, that you're always thinking. You are always thinking. What do you got, Leo? I know that face. Something's happening.
Oh, well, you know, our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful little Divat is on the other line. She's waiting for us too. But I've talked to you last time, Michael Leon Wooley, so it's just great to meet you face to face.
Michael is a beautiful guy. And as is Leo. And you know, Leo's in California. He's in Idlewild.
Oh, okay. Idlewild. Where is that in relation to
down Palm Springs? The mountains are Palm Springs.
Oh, yes. Yes. I sometimes make it to Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Cool.
Palm Springs is like happening these days.
Well, you know, I've got my license renewed down here, so when you're down in Palm Springs, then we can go down to, who's that bar that we have, Paul's Bar? Down in Palm Springs?
Paul Bar.
Paul
O'Halloran, who used to work at Joe Allen and Bar Centrale, opened an amazing kind of speakeasy type of place in Palm Springs called Paul Bar. You would love it, Michael.
Oh,
it's very
I thought you said Paul. I thought you said Paul Blart. What was that?
Paul Bar.
Paul Bar. Okay.
Now, listen, don't go anywhere unless you have to go, because we're going to pop Melissa in. We're going to pull you out for a little while and then pop you back in.
Okay.
Can you hang out with us?
Yeah, I think so. I may have to step away from the screen. And oh my gosh!
Yes, you can.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's so good to see you all.
Oh, hi, Melissa.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm great, honey. Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Now, you are the StreamYard queen, so you knew all about this. Melissa, what's the show? You've been running a show yourself for a while now, and it's like an original artist series, it's called, right?
Yes. So back in June, let's say actually May, a friend of mine was doing a StreamYard for his mom, raising some money because she was sick.
Okay.
I just asked about the platform, and then he gave me the information. So I tried it, and I just, I said, let's do some fundraisers we did for Stonewall. And then I asked myself, singing online just wasn't my favorite part.
Yeah.
What was my favorite part? And I said, really connecting with my friends.
Right.
Like our talented friends, and asking them questions about their childhood and celebrating, what was your first instrument and when did you take your first ballet class and stuff like that. So
I know.
Yeah. So I really genuinely just wanted to connect with people. And then I wasn't really going anywhere, and it gave me a project. You and I always need a project.
Yes, absolutely. We have that in common.
If I don't have a project, I feel lost. So it definitely gave me.
Speaking of, Chocolatina Q Dessert has just popped on to say hello, and I'm gonna call you a chocolate, because chocolate has great ideas about the sauce and how to can it. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll have to figure something out. But so Melissa, now also, I always love hanging out with you, but you're working. Speaking of projects, so you have been working for years now at Stonewall. For years, and you're involved in a kind of a producer way, right?
Yeah, basically, back in 2007, when they partnered and divvied up the jobs, Kurt asked me to come on as an event, bringing in some new acts and things like that, and it kind of turned into, we do a lot of weddings, parties, obviously cabaret shows. Pretty much anything. So basically, for my function would be event, like co-manager, event assistant manager, event producer. It kind of depends. Pride 50 was, I think, my highlight, because I got to work with places like Facebook and Google and obviously Estee Lauder and a lot of big companies. And it was really interesting to see how they produce events for their employees, because a lot of their events were for their employees,
right,
not for the general public. It was like they buy the space, and so that was really good to experience that. But my favorite, I think, is it's a mix between the music, like a cabaret show, and also the weddings.
Yes,
the weddings like really get me, seeing people happy. And Chocolatina has done many of the catering services.
Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, so it's a great place to get married, and I feel like it can be transformed. But yeah, that's been my role since 2007.
Now, because of COVID, obviously, most of it has been outside, but they are reopening soon inside at 25%, right?
Exactly. So the Friday before Valentine's Day, we opened inside at 25%, upstairs and down. And then starting Sunday, Valentine's Day, they were allowed to be open till 11.
Okay.
So for now, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's open just downstairs and outside if you want to hit the heaters and sit outside. And then upstairs, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, upstairs and downstairs.
Beautiful.
So yeah,
and that's a really big space. Stonewall is what they've done with it. Maybe when it first started, it was a small space, but in the last, say 20, 30, well, since it's been open at least 20 years, reopened under Kurt and company and Bill and all those guys, Stacy, it's really an amazing place inside as well, upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah.
But yet the magic of it still exists.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even when it's empty and I walk upstairs, it's just, I get excited about, the next time we do something, which hopefully be soon. But yeah, it's a homey feel. I feel like they've done a lot of renovations, a lot of painting, sanding the floor, sanding the bar. Dave, who works there, has made these incredible plexiglass things that you've seen around the city, but they're really great. And he's making more. So when we do eventually do some singing, hopefully soon, we can have that in front of us when we sing and, kind of slowly taking it to adding some entertainment.
Yeah. And that's what they did at Brand. I know you were at Brandy's this weekend. You know how much I love Brandy's. And I'm actually going to be working there this Saturday, filling in for Lauren. And I love what they've done at Brandy's. Like they have that plexiglass around the piano and now the singer too. And we either sing inside behind the plexiglass or we go outside. So I feel like New York, these entertainment venues are really working together with the restrictions and making the best of it.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I know Kurt for sure has followed every rule in terms of getting out the yardstick and
how much do we love Kurt? Kurt's amazing.
We love him so much. I was telling him tonight about your merch because he knows about your sauce and your meatballs, but he
ordered sauce and meatballs.
Yeah, he loves you so much.
I love Kurt. Kurt and I started off together way back when at the Duplex. Sean Buchanan is checked in. He's watching. Hello, Sean. Shep Pamplin is checked in. Chocolatina, Frank Zahn. We have a lot of our people now. You and I and Leo, your Leo, your wife Leo, and also my buddy Leo. We're going to pull together in the near future a benefit for our beautiful friend who sadly passed away a few years ago, Lori Lawrence. We always do a benefit every year for Big Brother, Big Sister, and we used to do it at the Duplex. Mm-hmm. And I know you did a bunch of them at Stonewall as well. But now we're going to go remote. So we'll keep everybody posted on a date. We're going to all get together.
That's going to be great.
Tom Bronson, Jay Rivera, Leo, our usuals, Judy, Michael Isaacs, our usual suspects. And we're going to do this beautiful benefit for Lori and keep her name going for her scholarship fund. So that's in the works as well.
Yeah. Thank you for doing that, Maria.
Oh, honey, please, you too. You're always doing something. I'm glad you said it. If we're not working on a project, we're kind of lost.
Yeah, I need projects. And, I think you inspired me, of course, because you were doing your lives. And I almost every Tuesday I tuned in. And, it's inspiring to see it. And some advice I got from Amanda Klutz. I don't know if you follow her on Instagram.
Of course.
Yeah. She's been inspiring me because I can't even imagine what it would feel like to lose.
I follow her every day. Yeah.
But one of the things that I love that she inspired me as well. And it's one of those people such as yourself is, just because someone else is doing it, you should not stop yourself from doing it. You should do it your way, or it's
absolutely
obviously different because you're a different person.
Yeah.
And that's been a new approach in my 40s for sure. Just, because back when you're younger, I think a lot of times your insecurities say, I'm not going to try that because everybody's doing that, or everyone's
right.
Now I'm completely like in my own lane doing my own stuff. And it feels good because I feel like you create your own enterprise, if you will.
You know what else, Melissa? I feel like I really do. I feel like there's room for everybody. Like I have never felt that I've never competed with another person.
No.
I compete with where I was last year.
Right.
What I've already done. Like I want to get better at whatever it is I'm good at. But I'm always happy to see people doing great creative things,
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I've popped in and watched your show. It's really wonderful. And
thank you. Speaking of, Jennifer Pates is my guest this week.
She is?
Yeah, we're going to do it Thursday since she's working. So
what time, honey? What time?
8:00.
8:00 Thursday. We go to your Facebook page?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And the name of the show is called Original Artist Series.
Correct. And John Bronston, our very good friend, we've been talking about all night, it seems.
Adore. How can you not love John?
I know. He wrote and produced and sang on my theme song. I just told him I wanted something kind of a la 80s game show, or like tuning into like something fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, he did that for me. It was, I suppose, a gift because
John's
I just
great.
love it so much.
I know. John's made a few tracks for me, and they're just amazing. Yeah. And I use them all the time. Now, Leo Rodriguez, if Michael is still around,
yes.
Is Michael still
around? He is around. There he is.
Let's pop everybody in because we're going to do the food section of our show. Okay, Michael Leon Wooley has rejoined us. The very handsome. Michael, you're extra handsome tonight. Yeah, he really is extra handsome. All right. Can we hear Michael? How come we can't hear Michael?
I don't know.
Michael, you muted, maybe? Make sure you don't mute.
Yeah,
there he is. All right, so we're going to do the food section of our show, which we all know is called Go Ahead, Keep Eating. So on 1, 2, 3, we got to do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go ahead, keep eating. All right, what did I make tonight? So as we know, 2 days ago was Valentine's Day, so I combined, and tonight is Mardi Gras, so I combined, and for Valentine's Day, I made 4 cheese, heart-shaped ravioli. I know my cousin Rena is going to appreciate this because she's like me. She likes all this stuff. And these are 4 cheese. Now, what did I do for a sauce? I went very simple. I went with a basil butter. I created a basil butter sauce. Just beautiful. A little bit of parsley on there. And I'm going to eat the whole thing. It's delicious. Can you smell it? It's so good. All right. Now, for Mardi Gras, and of course, Michael Leon Wooley was in The Princess and the Frog. Please go and watch that if you've never seen it. He plays Louis the Alligator.
So it's on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, it's on, right?
It is. And I think it's on Netflix too. Maybe.
Yes, and it's probably on demand on HBO too. But, okay, so I got a green leaf lettuce here. And you know the colors of Mardi Gras are yellow and purple, right? And green. So there's your green. And the yellow peppers and purple, or as they call it, red cabbage, but it's really purple. And Bermuda onions, which are purple as well. I'm going to put a balsamic vinegar on this and an extra virgin olive oil. Just onion, salt, and pepper. That's going to be so good. Smell that. And for our dessert, a nice red velvet little cupcake for Valentine's Day. Oh. Isn't that cute? Now, I told Leo that I was going to try to go on a diet, but not right now. Maybe.
And I agreed with her that I was going to go on a diet too.
And that's too late. I know. So we're all going crazy in COVID and eating like nutbags. But right
Show
now.
the ravioli again. Show me your ravioli.
Ravioli. I wish I could send this food across the I wish there was a way. So here's our ravioli. It's heart-shaped. Isn't that pretty?
And what's in the middle? Just cheese?
Cheese inside is 4 cheeses. Yeah. 4 cheese ravioli. It's very cheesy. As a matter of fact, I usually load cheese on top of pasta, but not with this. I don't think I'm going to need it. And in a pan, I just cooked some butter and I threw some basil in there and just a little onion salt. Beautiful.
These are the nights that I wish I was back on 185th.
I know. Leo was my neighbor.
I could just go walk over and have.
I know.
I love the hearts, Maria. How did you do that?
I didn't do it. I bought it that way. I cannot say I did it because I'd be lying, and I'm not a good liar. And I went to Catholic school, so I can't lie.
Me too.
Yes. Oh, you did? Melissa, I didn't know that.
Oh, doesn't it all make sense now?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
The kids that get into the most trouble are kids that went to Catholic school.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Did you go, Leo, did you go to Catholic school?
Mm-hmm.
Michael?
No.
No. Well, you're a Baptist, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Southern Baptist, yeah.
Yeah, but did you guys have we did. We had parochial school. Did you have I don't know. I never heard anybody say they went to Baptist school.
Well,
no, I went to public school.
Where do you think, Maria, where do you think I got my
Yes, Leo has been a nun before. There she is right now. Sister Mary Leo. They always had guy names. Remember that, Melissa?
Sister Leo Ignatius.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
did you say, what did you just say, Leo?
Well, my middle name is Ignacio, so I would go by Sister Leo Ignatius.
Oh, yeah. So now, what is happening? So Melissa, Stonewall is starting back up. Michael, you're still doing voiceovers.
Yes.
Is there a place that we can? So let's talk about both your websites, so people can find you, or places that they can find you. Michael, go ahead. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at ML Wooley, and I post some crazy things. A lot of political things on there. I don't know if you all have seen.
I love it too.
As well as on Facebook at ML. ML WOOL.
Yeah, you're ML Wooley, but with the letter E on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah. But there, and you can still hear me on cartoons. I'm on Trollstopia, the new Trolls TV series based on the DreamWorks movie. I play one of the trolls, Low Note Jones, which is cool. It's also a musical, so I've sung a couple songs on there. And Madagascar, the TV animated series based on the movie. I play a shark.
I love it.
And I can't remember.
And the Americans, right? What was the Americans?
Ugly Americans on Comedy Central. Yeah, that was.
You played the devil, right?
Yeah, Twain Bone Raper, something like that. Yeah, quite the name.
So fun, and I love it. And Michael's apartment has you have a studio set up in there, and it's just amazing. You really make it work, Michael. You're one of those people.
Well, we all have to make it work,
Yeah.
And one place, not many people know this, but you don't hear me nowadays when you go to the movie theaters. But I'm the voice of AMC, so I was thinking of putting out because you don't hear me. I say, welcome to AMC. Don't talk, don't text, don't ruin the movie. And now coming to an AMC near you. All that stuff. Enjoy the show. But I'm thinking of making a recording of it because we all watch movies at home, so you can turn out the lights, and before the movie starts, you can all say, welcome to AMC. And then you can get popcorn and pretend like you're at the movies at home.
That's a great idea, Michael. That's a great idea.
Yeah, we do what we got to do.
Listen, everybody's doing what they got to. And you know what I found, like what Melissa was talking about, like just trying new things that you've never done before and working on new projects.
Yeah, I'm a writer now. I finished a screenplay.
Did you really?
It's great. It's actually making the rounds in the industry in LA and got some buzz.
That's great.
And I was writing on a new project now. So that's kind of keeping me busy.
Yeah. Well, and did you ever think you would do something like that? That wasn't in your wheelhouse, right?
No, never. I mean, I had an idea for years, and then someone pushed me. I actually started writing it in the end of 2019. And then one thing the pandemic provides is time to do things.
Right.
So,
Well, and that's what we were talking about, that, instead of looking at, and Melissa, I'm sure you'll agree with this, instead of looking at like just the dreaded side of it, there's a lot that's come out of here for creative people that's been like, we've walked down paths we wouldn't have walked down before because we didn't have the time to do it.
Yeah, very
right?
true.
Do you find that, Melissa? You have a little more. Well, you work a full-time job though, right?
Yeah, but not having to commute and not having to have side conversations, it's really just strictly, my work stream, and then I have time to do creative. And my boss there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Extremely creative, so I'm encouraged to do my own projects, side projects, even there, like we had Hibiscus on to entertain our staff, our colleagues, and we had over 100 people on watching Hibiscus do her drag show.
Wow.
And, people tipped, and we paid her, of course, but it was just really fun to be able to kind of cross-pollinate the worlds, and it was so well received. So I'm very much allowed to bring that into that job as well. But cool. I think for me, not having to commute, I have all that time to just execute. I have tons of ideas.
Yeah.
And I'm a great bouncer offer, like if you ever have an idea. But to execute the ideas, you need time.
Right.
And unless you want to stay up all night, which I can, but you have those pockets of time. Like, I'm just going to give this a try. And so I think for me, it was the gift of time.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And then if you work with the right people, like for me, I've been so lucky to work with Leo Rodriguez. And even though he's in California and I'm in New York, but we work so well together and coordinate these things. And it's just, the time for me, because I was literally working most weeks, 7 days.
Yeah.
And now, like, I'm teaching from home, which is great, but I'm teaching from home. So I don't have to drive 40 miles each way. That makes a huge difference.
Yeah. You're just able to execute more things. And then when things do go back, I think some things will stay virtual.
Yeah.
It'll be a mix of both. Or when you can't make it, they will better make exceptions. Before, it's like either you come or you don't.
Right.
Now, like, all right, Michael and Maria and Melissa are going to be on Zoom, and the rest of us are going to be here.
Right.
But everyone's on a different coast, and we're all going to be doing this project.
Well, that's just it. I was going to say, like, one of the classes that I work with, the people literally Zoom in from all over the country.
Right.
And I love that. I wouldn't be able to have them as students. I have one class that I teach. One of my students comes in from England.
They're lucky to have you.
I'm lucky to have them. It's just like a great exchange,
Yeah, definitely.
So, okay, now I always ask this question at the end, but I'm going to rephrase it. So I usually ask people, like, if there are people listening, especially like, younger people that are in the business. Like, I had a lot of students that are so promising, and I know they've been really, really, really sidetracked by this year and saddened. Kids that were in the arts, like, they give it their all. So what would you say to these kids that are like juniors or seniors in high school that are going to performing arts colleges or trying? Like, what would you say to them in this really hard time?
Well, for me, I think as actors and artists, first place, we're better when we're busy, in general. And even though it seems like a break, you still have to keep honing your craft. Like, listen, I'm in acting class every week, Wednesday nights, and it has given me some sanity. But also, I think one of the reasons to keep, like, singing, like we say, like, oh, we haven't sung and now it hurts to sing. Listen, when the world opens back up again and Broadway opens back up, it's going to open with a vengeance, and there's going to be auditions everywhere, and people are going to need things now. And you have to be ready when that happens. So similarly now, like, I've been doing acting classes to stay in shape. I have a small class of a bunch of, like, really good people. There are about 6 or 7 of us. But now that auditions are back, I feel like I'm ready to go back and jump in.
Right. That's a good way. You know what? Funny enough, I named the episode because I have to send it into the radio station before we even do our show. I called it Reopening the World. It's so crazy that you would say that. And Melissa, what do you think? What would you? A lot of these kids are so discouraged.
I think about it all the time, and I say to Leonie, my producer wife, I'm so glad I'm not in high school because I was so busy in the arts. But what I would say to people who are in lockdown and have been, keep practicing. Find your coach online, whomever it is. If you no matter what, find someone to connect with, whether it's one-on-one or, like Michael said, a class. Find something to do every single week that gives you homework for every day. So you just keep that muscle going, and find like a tribe, find a group of friends or, students that used to go to school with. So I think support and constant connection helps, because anytime an artist, I think, is too quiet, too dark, too long, it can go from here to here really fast.
Yes.
I think if you have with your mind, I'm never gonna sing again. I'm never gonna have someone care again. Am I relevant? I guess that's but you are relevant as long as you keep working at it. Because like Michael said, if you keep going, as soon as that audition hits, you're like, I have this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think connection is the key.
Yes, you're so right, Melissa. Everything you said, like, you just really hit the nail on the head. I also want to shout out Mark Bosanich has checked in, Vincenzo D'Amato, and Connor Weiss says hi, Michael. So I love that what you said about relevant, because and also, okay, Jimmy, I think we got a minute left. We're almost at the end of our show. I want to thank Michael Leon Wooley, Melissa Driscoll, of course, my stage manager and wonderful, wonderful friend, Leo Rodriguez of Armed Radio, armeddigitalmedia.com, Armed Radio Global. And all of you, please come back every Tuesday at 9 p.m. We love and appreciate you. Good night.
Bye, guys.
Love you. Thank you, babe.
To